Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is. So let's get right to it. Okay, man, this is some horrible news coming out of Los Angeles, man. Now, we're going to talk about this in depth a little later in the video. But, man, LA doesn't seem like it's been a safe place for rappers ever, man. And especially right now, man. There's been a lot going on in LA. Now, this is all rumor that this took place in LA, but there's a rapper by the name of Scarfo the Plug. Now, Scarfo the Plug is originally from New Orleans. And he has a lot of deep roots throughout Atlanta and LA, man. It looks like he was from somewhere out there. And, man, it seems like, man, all of this led to a horrible situation to where this young man and this young rapper lost his life. Now, Scarfo the Plug seemed like he was on his way building his career. He had a rather modest following, but it looked like he was doing all the right things in order to get noticed and make connections in the rap game, so in the future we'd be talking about him. But sadly enough, we're talking about his untimely demise and death, and it looks like he was the victim of a shooting death. Now, before we get into all the specifics and talk about his homeboys and all the social media talk about this situation, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this Scarfo the Plug situation in its entirety. But first, I want to talk about an ongoing problem with rappers going to LA and getting killed, man. It seems like, man, it is not a safe place for rappers, and it never has been, man. And there's a lot of reasons that contribute to that. And a big one being that, you might be a rap star and you might get treated really good in the touristy part of town or whatnot, right? But all the people who might have bad intentions for you, and I'm trying to tread lightly, I don't want to get in any kind of trouble, the people who might have bad intentions for you, they can go to those places just as easy, you know what I mean? And a large part of what happens in the streets is still dictated by, no other way to put it, prison culture and gang culture. Like, there is a heavy presence of that in LA that just has never left. Where other places, is starting to increase. Within LA, there's still a hierarchy. You know what I mean? There's still a situation like that's there. So I'm not saying that any of that contributed to this young man or Scarfo the Plug losing his life, but that's just some real talk that, man, maybe somebody needs to hear. You know what I mean? It's always going to be like that, even though, I'll be honest, LA has softened up a little bit as far as people are starting to see nicer neighborhoods neighborhoods that were worse becoming nicer neighborhoods. But for the people who are residents there, this is a real deal. And with prices going up and things inflating like crazy, like the cost of living, you can expect that if you're a rapper from out of town or you're somebody with a lot of money who's an actor or anything, they're getting actors. People have been got on all sides of that. People who are rich, business owners, stuff like that, have been robbed and things like that. Man, people who live there, you're going to be food to them. You're going to look like food to them. Because they're trying to find a way to keep up with everybody else, get a little extra for themselves, and not to go broke and pay the rent. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. So, man, with that being said, let's talk about the actual story that they have so far about Scarfo the Plug. Now, Scarfo the Plug, like I said before, is a New Orleans MC. And, man, he gained some recognition because of a mixtape that he dropped last year called Trap Jesus. Even in some of the videos you can see where he had the moniker Trap Jesus written on the wall and stuff like that. But, man, dude seemed like he had a pretty decent career. He wasn't anybody who was super duper big in the game yet. But it looked like he had a lot of potential and a lot of friends in the rap game, because a lot of people took to social media and were heartbroken about him passing. Now, first, there were rumors on social media about him getting shot. And people didn't believe it because there's rumors about everybody. I saw something, I was on somebody's live like last week, and, it started people started posting, hey man, rest in peace, Morgan Freeman or something like that, or some famous actress. And everybody was like, whoa, what in the world's going on? And a lot of these things are fake sometimes, right? But Scarfo had a friend, man, by the name of T Hood, who took to social media and talked about this and confirmed the fact that Scarfo the Plug had lost his life. This is what T Hood said on social media, man, in this post. It was pretty heartfelt. He said this: I can't believe I'm making this post about my homie, man. This cat was my motivation on so much. What breaks my heart is I can't call you in the middle of the night and pull up and smoke and talk about get rich moves all night. Bruh call me every day and scream plug on the phone, and now my homie gone. I talked to Shawty hours before he passed. I'm still not even believing this all the way. We talk about what we want for our kids all the time, and then this happened. All bruh wanted to do was get rich and rap. This mess hurt me to write. I never knew I would lose my dog like this. I love you, Scarfo the plug, man. So you can see right there, man, that his homeboy T Hood was really, really upset, man. And this hit him in a horrible place. Now I had to improvise a little bit because of the language, but man, you guys get the understanding. And on top of that, you had another one of his homeboys by the name of 24 Hours, and he posted and man confirmed that it was definitely a murder. You know, from his knowledge, he believes it's a murder, but I have to say that it's alleged because we don't know that for sure. And the official news sources out in LA or even in Atlanta and New Orleans, where he's from, I can't find anybody who can confirm that officially. But according to his homeboy, it was a murder. And this is what he said on social media. And this is what his homeboy 24 Hours said to confirm that, you know, it was a murder online. So he said this. He said, man, Scarfo, we messed up. You always kept the same energy. You know Jordan messed up, fool. I don't believe it. I'm trying to call you right now, fool. I'm really hurt, bro. You just had a baby, man. You was trying really make it in this rap thing, or trying to make it in this. For you and yours, another black man murdered who was just trying to make it out. Hashtag long live Scarfo. Nobody call me. I'm sick. So, man, you see that Jermaine Dupri like this, and a lot of people like this, man. So it was officially confirmed by his two homeboys there, man. Sad situation. And you hate to see this happen, especially when somebody's just starting in their rap career. They got a burgeoning rap career. They got a little bit of following. You see that it's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. They're starting to get better production. They're starting to make nicer videos, man. And then for this to happen. Now, we don't know what happened around this, which is the crazy part. So we don't know what led to the shooting or the murder, or even if it was a shooting. I mean, just because he said he was murdered doesn't mean it was a shooting death. But, man, it's sad the same, man. All the same is sad, man. We want to just say rest in peace to that brother, man. Scarfo the plug, man. So, I mean, what do you guys think, man? I know we doing like one of these videos like every week, man. It seems like every week there's something tragic happening in hip hop. And I know that hip hop is just a reflection of what's going on in real life. But man, what do you guys think, man? Do you think this Scarfo the plug situation is some type of diabolical setup? Or do you think it's just, man, what happens when you mix streets with rap? Even if you have the best intentions, those things can meet up in a negative way. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.